back. Ghost is here with a spooky game for your 2600, and that game is Entombed, which features a ghost on its label, which is funny because there are no ghosts in the game. Let's go ahead and take Entombed. Let's pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Entombed was published by US Games, aka Quaker Oats, and carries a copyright year of 1982. The manual opens with the following. You and your team of archaeologists have fallen into the catacombs of the zombies. There's no time to look around. These guys are after you, and they mean business. Your only salvation is that you have discovered the secret to the make break. Grab them and you can break through walls when you get stuck or create a wall behind you if you're being chased. The longer you survive, the faster you have to move. Explore alone, or two archaeologists can work together or compete in the frenzied trek through the catacombs. Entombed is a scrolling maze game for 1 or 2 players with one standard mode of difficulty. For the controls, you use a joystick to move and the button to use a make break in the direction your joystick is pointing. Using a make break will either take a block out of the wall or create a wall block if used in an empty area. Sometimes this will also occur on the opposite side of the screen. The number of make breaks you have is shown on the bottom left. You start with 1 and can get more by touching a moving block. When your difficulty switches in the B position, you get 3 per moving block. When it's in the A position, you get only 2. There are 2 ways to lose a life. The first is if you're forced off the top of the screen by the maze. The second is if you are touched by a zombie. There are 2 types of zombies: standard zombies that stay within the walls and blinking zombies that can go through the walls. The game divides each maze into 5 unmarked sections. For every section you enter, you get a point shown on the bottom right. After the 5th section, you transport to a new, faster maze. In a 2-player game, there is no scoring. The last man standing wins. Graphically speaking, outside of the scrolling maze, which is technically impressive on the 2600, the graphics are very basic. The same can be said for the sound. Family-friendly wise, despite the spooky backstory, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game has a value of $7 loose, $22 complete, and $29 new. So what did I think of Entombed? Unfortunately, not much. While the scrolling maze is impressive on the 2600 and while the make break system works pretty well, the game is really hampered by the fact that it's easy to get hung up on corners, and the fact that once you get past the first few mazes, the game speeds up so fast it's basically impossible. So in a sense, this is one of those games that after playing for about 5 minutes, you've probably seen all there is to see. I could see the 2-player option offering a little more enjoyment, but for me, I rank games based on the single-player game. So where am I going to rank Entombed? I'm afraid this one's going to be very, very low, deep in the catacombs of my rankings. I'm looking somewhere in the bottom 10. I do like Shark Attack more at 201, another maze game where it's easy to get hung up on the corners, but I will put this over the bland Basic Math at 202. So out of the 210 games I've now ranked for the Atari 2600, Entombed is getting buried at the 202 position. Even though it has an impressive scrolling maze, Entombed is not worth the expedition. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. Check out some of my many other videos and sign up at patreon.com/KnowsWhereGamer, just like Necron did, to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to see you next time on the next episode of the KnowsWhere Gamer. Take care, and if you ever decide to explore some catacombs and zombies start chasing you, be sure to run towards the entrance, not away from it.